Now, as you saw in that clip, you saw this is the African lady in that clip is a kind of media personality that is allied to the building developer, the real estate developer, putting up that skyscraper. And that clip is very telling about the economic situation going on in Kenya right now. Because for many Kenyans, they're getting impressed by the number of high-rise buildings coming up in Nairobi. And what they don't seem to realize is that many of these buildings are owned by foreigners. As you know, economic participation within the Kenyan economy is 70% foreign owned. And Africans only control 30% of the economy in Kenya. So when you look at all these skyscrapers coming up in Nairobi, you might be persuaded that the country is developing. But the reality is that it is not the country developing, it is the foreigners expanding their ownership of Kenya. And so this is like a prime example showing you the sort of foreigners that own the skyscrapers in Nairobi. And what concerns us is this African media personality that you saw promoting and pushing this building project is celebrating the foreigner. You saw her attitude and her spirit. So happy, to be with the colonizer. So excited, making love hearts, acting all cute. Yet, if she was in England or in America or Australia, wherever these foreigners come from, and she was to walk into a lift, they would walk out. The level of racism is so high, is so extreme, that when you see these foreigners smiling at you in Africa, you might be deceived to believe that they actually like you. They don't like you at all. But you can clearly see the African lady is so excited that she's together with the foreigner. And so this celebrating of the Mzungu, this adulation and adoration and worship of the Mzungu, like it's getting old. We're in 2021. What are you celebrating? So you see the elite, the upper classes of African countries and of Kenya in particular celebrate the foreigner, worship the foreigner. They want the foreigner to own more and more of the economy. And so all doors are opened for the foreigners. And we are told that this is for our benefit, that we gain when they own everything. So I don't see how this is a win for us, because he's going to make a lot of money from this project and walk away with that money. So that the economy is working for the foreigner, but it's never working for us. And the elite is there to celebrate the foreigner. You will never see them celebrating an African putting up a skyscraper. No, never. Never. But the foreigner is celebrated. And this attitude is the reason why certain countries like Kenya remain poor for a long time. Because I cannot imagine a Japanese person celebrating the ownership of the Japanese economy by foreigners. They simply don't have that slave spirit. They don't have that mind of self-hatred and worshipping the foreigner. And so, like I always say, the issue here is not love or the lack of love for foreigners. Because many people will immediately begin to say, no, we should love everyone is welcome to Kenya, and so on and so forth. You always get these effeminate responses to economic questions. We are not talking about feelings of loving foreigners or not loving foreigners. We are talking emotions. It's the cold, hard cash. Who is making money in the economy and who is not making money in that economy? Now, what you need to know that economic opportunity is limited. It's not infinite. Not everyone participates in the economy. Majority of the people in Kenya actually don't participate in the economy. They live in slums and they are subsistence farmers, right? So economic opportunity is limited within the Kenyan economy. So if a foreigner is participating in the economy, they're participating at the cost of a local. You understand? That's our focus. Who is making money in this economy? So if we are to defeat poverty, how can it be that every opportunity is being given to foreigners and not being given to locals? And it's not an equal playing field, because this foreigner is able to borrow money to put up the building, probably at maybe at most 4%, most likely less. Now, the Kenyan real estate developer has to borrow the same amount of money at almost 16%.